Hi, welcome to Training Tuesday. I'm Rob Evans at the Baxi Training Centre here in Warrington. And today we're going to take a look at the new Amptec S. So what we're going to take a look at is the brand new Amptec S electric system boiler. Now, because it's an electric boiler, it means that we don't need any fluid or any gas supply to the appliance. So it's particularly suitable if you're off-grid, blocks of flats and so on. So what we're going to do, we're going to take a look at the appliance from the outside, starting at the top and work our way down. The Amptec S all-electric boiler comes in single phase and three-phase outputs. On single phase, outputs go from 4, 6, 8 and 12 kilowatts, and then on the three-phase, we have a 14 and an 18 kilowatt output. The Amptec S is built on the same chassis and the same case as the Combi 2. So it means that we've left the same void at the back of the appliance so you can pipe up without the need of a standoff bracket. Now what we've also done is ensure that the appliance can still fit in a standard kitchen wall unit, 400mm wide, standard depth. Also what we've done is we've kept the same operating system and button and menu structure as the Combi 2, so it should be familiar to you when you install it. Now clearly this is an electric boiler, so we don't need any gas supply or fluid requirements, which means that we can site the appliance in more places around the home. So taking a look at inside the appliance. Now first of all, it's important to make sure that you safely isolate any appliance that you're working on, which we've already done. Now dropping the front of the appliance down now, you can see there's plenty of room inside the appliance to work. Now we've left lots of room inside the appliance to allow for sufficient cooling of the appliance, because at the back there we can see we've got a canister, a heat exchanger, which can get hot. So we need space top and bottom of the appliance if it's going in a kitchen cupboard to allow it to cool. Now, the heat exchanger here at the back is a single canister. Now, depending on the output of the appliance will depend on how many canisters we have. So in the larger outputs, you may see 2 canisters with additional relays across the front of this circuit board. But this is a lower output, so this one would either be a 4 or 6 kilowatt output because of the size of the canister and the circuit board on the front. Now, the S part of the Amptec name, Amptec S, is system. So we've got our electric heating element for our water, and then on the right-hand side of the appliance, we've got our sealed system kit. So we've got an expansion vessel, which is a 7-litre vessel, which is good for 100 litres of system water. You'll also notice at the top of the appliance, the Schrader valve passes through the top of the case, so when we need to do maintenance to top up the pressure in the vessel, it can be done from the top. Also on the right hand side, we've got a fully modulating ERP pump, an energy efficient pump, as well as an automatic air vent and pressure relief valve. So that's the sealed system kit that we'd expect to see on a normal boiler. Now we've talked about the heat canister and a little bit about this relay board. On the electric sides, we've got various different MCBs and contactors. Now we'll talk about them in greater detail in later videos. Well, basically, in essence, the power supply comes in, it goes through your MCB to a contactor, then to the relay, which then powers the heating element inside the canister, okay, the heat exchanger. And it's as simple as that. So when the appliance is in operation, it's almost whisper quiet. You can barely tell that the appliance is actually working because there's no fans, there's nothing making any noise other than the pump circulating. So some other features that we have on the appliance, we've got clip-on flow and return thermistors to assist the appliance with modulation. Now, on the Combi 2 range, we have this yellow cover. So removing the cover exposes the terminal block. On the right hand side, we've got the mains control for the circuit board, which comes from the main supply on the top of the appliance. To the left hand side of that, we've got your external controls connection if they were 240 volts AC. And again, you can see there's a small link wire inside there which would need to be removed if we were using that plug. So on the right hand side is mains voltage. On the left hand side, as we look at it, is low voltage. And we've got 3 connections. The one on the far left hand side, the sort of orangey coloured one, is where we would connect open therm or low voltage controls. So if we were going to use the Baxi U-Sense, for example, then all we would have to do is connect that directly from the U-Sense to here, and it's plug and play. It automatically activates. The block that's to the right of that, the grey one, is for outdoor weather compensation. So the outdoor weather compensator is available as an accessory, and when it sits connected, it just allows the boiler to know what the outside temperature is, so it can modulate its output. The blue one is for a tank sensor, so we can add a tank sensor to a hot water cylinder and wire it back to the appliance. Generally not used in the UK. Now the circuit board is one circuit board that fits the entire range, and then all we do is just change the codes to tell it what it actually is. So we're not carrying lots of different circuit boards around. So that's the appliance itself inside. So relatively speaking, there isn't a huge amount that's inside the boiler. Okay, very quiet, 80 degrees output from the appliance as well, so it can fit on existing heating systems. So that's an introduction into the Amptec S appliance. So what we're going to take a look at next are the accessories that are available. Now, first of all, we've got the outdoor weather compensator there at the top. Now, normally this will be fitted on the outside of the building. We also have the Baxi U-Sense. What we also do is an easy fill filling loop. The easy fill filling loop is a single levered spring loaded filling loop that allows the customer to top up the system pressure by just pulling one lever, and also has RAS approval to be left permanently fitted. Other accessories that are available include the cylinder control kit. Now the cylinder control kit in essence is a diverting valve. So we've got a cartridge and a motor that allows us to do heating or hot water from the system boiler. So hopefully I've given you a better understanding of some of the features and benefits for the Amptec S. So for further information, contact your area sales manager or go to our website baxi.co.uk/training.